Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I wanted to do a shop my stash. So I've already shopped my stash. I know normally I show you guys my collection and everything, but just for the sake of time, but also because our house is still all over the place because, as you probably know from my last video, my husband and I just moved into our new home, and so it's just easier for me personally just to do it this way. So in front of me, I have the palettes that I picked out. So this is a face blush palette, and then I have like my other complexion products in here. So I'm gonna start with palettes just because they're right here. I have pulled out a lot of colorful palettes because summer is quickly ending, and although I live in Texas and it's very hot here, I do like to change my makeup seasonally. I don't fully go by that, like completely. Like if I want to wear something, I usually just go for it, but I do like to go within the seasons. I just like to use them for inspiration and so forth. But I have this Flamingo palette from Violet Voss, and this is a newer palette to me. I got it, it was on sale directly on Violet Voss's website, and this is what the color story looks like. It's a really beautiful color story. I have to say though that I wasn't completely impressed with the quality of this palette. I know that pastels are a little bit harder to work with and to formulate as well, but nonetheless, you know, I did purchase it. I also did get a compliment the very first time that I wore this palette, so I wanted to play around with it, especially since summer is ending. I also have my Honey palette from ColourPop, and this is what the palette here looks like. It's a beautiful yellow color story. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with this palette, but I wanted to go ahead and play around with this one. I also forgot to say that I'm gonna use this Flamingo palette for colorful looks, but also for some neutral looks. I think that these colors here will be neutral enough for me to wear to work. Then I also pulled out the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. This palette is really stunning, but I have to admit I don't use it as much as I would like to. It's really, really beautiful. I do love these corally pink shades. I think that they're really beautiful for spring and summer. So again, just wanting to use this before autumn comes around. And then finally, I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. This is very new to me. I've actually done one look with this palette already on my channel. I did pick this one up from Marshall's, and I am glad that I got it from Marshall's because I don't think I would have paid full price for this palette. So I'm glad that I got it on a discount because the formula is really, really great. The quality is great, and these shimmer shades are so stunning. So I'm happy to play around with this one some more. I also think that I can get some neutral looks from this one as well. So those are all of the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be working with. I do have this blush palette that I got from Natasha Denona. Well, it's from Sephora, but it's by Natasha Denona. And I got it on sale through the Sephora's website because it was half off or something like that. And I really enjoyed Natasha Denona's face products. I have this one, but the bronzer one or the contour palette like this. I know that you guys have seen me either use that or you've seen it before in my videos. This one is in the shade Daria, and this is just super beautiful. So you can see that it has a cream highlight, a cream blush, and then this beautiful cream blush topper, and then this is a highlight, another blush, and then another highlight. This highlight here is very I want to say it's very soft on the skin. It doesn't really have a lot of base to it, so it's more shimmery than anything, but I am more excited about this here. This is really, really beautiful. So I'm looking forward to playing around with this one. I think it's a really great option for summer and spring. So again, I'm just wanting to use this as a last hurrah for summer. So moving on into this bag here, I'm so happy that I got this. I got it at Marshall's. It's a Rae Dunn little makeup bag, and it says Essentials, which is perfectly up my alley because makeup is an essential to me. So I did want to start with, oh, I just realized I didn't pick a primer. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Go get primer. So firstly, I brought this one. This is from Laura Geller. This is the Spackle Original Makeup Primer. I used this last week a couple of times, and I really did like it. It felt so good on the skin. Very cooling, hydrating, all of those things. So I wanted to use this one again. I also pulled out my e.l.f. Blurring Primer Serum. I have to say, I so far don't really like this. I ordered it a while back, and I thought maybe it would be like a dupe for the Farsali Skin Tune Blur or something like that, but I'm not really liking it. So I want to try it again. And I also pulled out my Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. I have really been eyeing that Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter so much. And so I'm hoping that by using this Milani one, it'll kind of calm that urge for me. So I'm going to be using this one as well. Now for foundations, I have, it looks like it's a lot, but honestly, I'll explain in a minute. So firstly, I have this Flower Beauty Light Illusion. You guys heard in my last Get Ready With Me that this actually expires in September of 2020, which is literally next month. So I'm wanting to use this basically all through the month of September and just try to get as much use out of it as I can. It's really a foundation I don't care for anymore, to be honest. I just feel like it doesn't really last very well on my skin, and that there are other foundations that I think look better on me. So anyways, I'm going to be using this one, but I did pull out other ones because that Flower Beauty foundation really like does terrible underneath a mask. And I am working from home some days, but then I'm also working in the office other days. So I am wearing a mask, you know, whenever I am at work, not the entire day, but whenever I interact with coworkers and such, I am wearing one. So I'm also trying to finish up these Maybelline Fit Me foundations. So I have the Dewy and Smooth and also the Matte and Poreless. I know for sure the Matte and Poreless is definitely one of my oldest foundations in my collection. The Dewy and Smooth is probably newer than the Fit Me one, but I really like to combine both of these whenever I wear these foundations because I think that they look beautiful together. So I also pulled these out because this will be a foundation that I probably wear when I go into work. And then the Flower Beauty one will probably be one that I wear when I'm working from home. And then I lastly just pulled out this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk, just in case I want something that's a little bit lighter coverage. I noticed that my lighter coverage foundations actually last a lot better underneath a mask than like my fuller coverage ones, which is really crazy to me. But I think that this one will hold up pretty well underneath the mask as well. I'm still getting to know the formula and how it works, but so far I do really enjoy this. So I thought I'd go ahead and include this in my Shop My Stash for days that I want lighter makeup. So for concealers, I actually have two. So firstly, I have this one. This is from KKW. This is a really great concealer. It's actually in my project pan right now. I don't really have an updated project pan, and I don't plan on really filming that. I feel like I do better when I just do it on my own. If you guys are desperately wanting to know what's in my project pan, I can definitely film that for you guys, but it's really an unofficial project that I'm just, you know, personally trying to finish up things in my collection. But this KKW concealer is one of them. It looks like I have a lot in here, but I really don't. I can actually like kind of see the lights through this a little bit, so I'm just wanting to finish this one up. I also purchased this from Marshall's the other day. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I picked this up at Marshall's for $6.99. I kept it in the box so that I could show you guys that. But this is what the concealer looks like. I've heard really great things about this line. I know that it is like no longer part of like Urban Decay's permanent line. So that's probably why it's ending up at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. So I'm excited to try this. I've heard great things about it, so I'm going to use this one as well. For powder, I am trying to finish up this collab powder. This is the, it's like Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. It's okay. It definitely does the job. I have no complaints for it. It's just the packaging is so bulky that I really don't like it in my collection. It just takes up so much space in my drawers that I use, and I've used quite a bit of this, so I'm happy with my progress, and I'm hoping to just finish this very soon. My other powder is this one from Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. I did repress this one, so that's why it looks all funky. This is still such an amazing powder. It's one of my favorites. I love going in with this just to get some more coverage, just to, you know, basically use as like a finishing powder. So I'm trying to finish this one up as well. And for bronzer, I did pull in this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Deep. It is a little bit too dark for me. I would say slightly too dark for me. I can make it work definitely, but because I have a tan right now and I know it's going to go away soon, very quickly, I wanted to just pull this out just to use it before my tan fades. And it's a natural tan, by the way. During moving, you know, I've been outside a lot with this move-in process and moving out process and everything, and we're at storage all the time and everything, so I really have gotten darker. It's not a lot, like my foundations and everything still work for me, but I do notice, you know, on my face, in some areas it's a little bit darker. My arms, I'm a little bit darker. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean when I'm referring to like I got tan, I guess. The next bronzer is this one. I actually got this as an add-on in my Ipsy. This is the Take Home the Bronze. Oh, by The Balm. It's the Take Home the Bronze Anti-Orange Bronzer in the shade Oliver. I do have to say that this is very hard for my bronzer brush to fit in. I don't even know if it actually picks up. I mean, I guess you can see that it did because it's kind of like all over the place now. But I've heard really great things about this bronzer. A lot of YouTubers that I watch use this and love this. So I'm glad to have this in my collection, especially as a little mini. And for blush, I obviously have that Natasha Denona palette, but I wanted something a little bit more neutral. So this is the Essence Matte Touch Blush, and it's in the shade Peach Me Up. And this is what it looks like. I know that to some this isn't very neutral, this is very pink, but this goes on pretty lightly. It's very buildable and it's a very beautiful formula. So I wanted to use this. I felt like it was a very good summery neutral blush to go in combination with the eyeshadow palettes I picked out. And then I picked out two highlighters. So this is the Dose of Colors and I Love Sarai Soulmate highlighter. The reason I chose this one is because it is a little bit too dark for me. It's a beautiful, beautiful formula, but it is a little bit dark. So I figured now that I do have that tan, like I said, it would be nice to get some use out of this one. I also wanted a very goldeny highlight. So I did pick out my Laura Geller Gilded Honey Swirl Illuminator highlighter. This is really beautiful. Picked it up at Marshall's or TJ, one of the two. So wanted to use this one. And then the boring items are just like my brow and mascara. This is the only mascara I have open right now. It's the NYX On the Rise Volume Mascara. I really, really like this one. I think it's very, very good. If you are needing something that will like really lift your eyelashes, this is very good. And it also does really good at separating and providing volume without like clumping. And then my Benefit Goof Proof. I am so close to being done with this. I'm so excited. Let me try and show you guys. That is all that I have left. I am so excited. I'm so sick of this brow pencil. There's nothing wrong with this pencil. It's just, I'm just tired of using it. I want to go through other things in my collection. I have been completely loyal to just using this one because I want to finish it up. This is a very good deal. Like if you guys have been wanting to try the Goof Proof by Benefit, like don't let the price fool you because it lasts so long. I've been using this nonstop for like over a month, like not even using anything else, and it's still like had so much left in it, and that's for me using it already before that. So there's a lot of product in here. It's definitely worth the money. And then another brow gel that I just really want to try to use up as well. This is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Gel in the shade Rich Brown. I don't like, I like this, but I don't love it. I have a lot of other brow gels in my collection that I want to use as well. So I'm just wanting to use this one up, honestly. So yeah, that is everything that's in my Shop My Stash. It looks like a lot, but honestly, I've been doing makeup a lot more, you know, recently because I am going back into the office. So I know for sure I will be getting use out of this makeup. So I just wanted to go ahead and film this and let you guys know, keep you guys updated and everything. Comment down below what you guys are using. And also if you're excited for fall, I definitely am. I absolutely love fall. It's one of my favorite seasons. So I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to interact with every single one of you. And thank you so much to those of you who have, you know, congratulated me on our new home in the last comments. I really do appreciate that. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give this video a thumbs up. And also, I really do hope that you consider subscribing to my channel before you go. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.